We got everything we need. We got everything we need. Good morning, good morning. We have no rights to this music, but it is a great way to start your day. Hey, baby.
Good morning, sweetheart. How you doing?
Good morning.
We got everything we need.
Yep, we do. And we do have a topic today. It's Friday. Shout it out, Friday. Alexa, pause. Alexa, pause. We do have a topic today. Today's topic is goals and routines.
Or routines and goals.
Or
routines versus goals. Or goals versus routines. Or
whatever you want to talk about. We are going to talk about it. Hey, Miss Phyllis, good morning to you. We're going to be talking about it right back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning, baby, again.
Good morning, baby, again.
So today, Shout It Out Friday. Of course, that means that you can come on, shout out your own business, shout out a business that you support, and interaction that you had with a business that you particularly enjoyed, or shout out a success, goal, or even activity that you've accomplished in the past, in the not so distant past.
Let's say this week, keep it topical. I mean, cool. Celebrate something you did this week.
Celebrate you. We want to celebrate you. So this morning we were talking about what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about goals. This is September. 9 is the month of manifestation. 9 is the number of born or reborn. And 9 is a great month to start doing something new.
Also, it's getting close to fall season now.
Absolutely.
September 21st is the first official day of the fall. But man, my juices start flowing in the fall. My favorite season is autumn, the fall. A lot of people's favorite season is autumn and the fall.
Yeah.
I like it because we get to enjoy more of the outside.
I like the clothes in the fall.
Yes, me too. You get a chance to dress instead of just summer's clothes. You get a chance to put on your gear. Now,
don't say nothing bad about the summer now, because I hurt you.
Well, the summer is hotter.
Summer is naked season.
And you got more bugs in the summer.
That's what I don't like.
They chase you in the house.
I know.
But they won't chase you in the house in the fall.
I can't wait a little
And the
bit.
winter.
I don't like the winter. I don't care if there's no bugs in the winter.
North Carolina winter ain't the same.
It's enough.
Good morning here. Now, my Facebook feed has been tripping lately. I don't see who that person is yet.
Is that Brittany?
It could be. But good morning, Facebook user. Because normally my Facebook
is that Brittany? Or who is we can't see your name, Facebook user. But so the official first day of fall is not until September the 21st,
yes,
22nd.
21st.
So we do have some time for that, but this is September the 2nd. Shout out to Andrea Chocolate Butterfly. Oh, that's Katura. Well, it came through at least. We didn't get the name, but we at least got your post. Yesterday we got your Facebook post. I don't know what's going on. I think Facebook is just
pull yours up and see if they can do it. Yes, I learned that very young in life. I always thought it was pretty cool. But I was a fourth grader and I knew what day the seasons all changed. But March 21st is the first day of spring. June 21st is the first day of summer. September 21st, first day of fall. And December 21st, first day of winter.
Well, you know that this is also the month that my sister Katura was born in. So this is a Virgo season, even though is Virgo's the only ones in September?
No.
What else?
There's no months where there's only one astrological sign.
You sure?
I don't think so. Okay.
I
don't think there's any one month that a whole month is just one astrological sign.
Really?
Yes, because
so Virgo Libra
normally goes to the 22nd or 21st,
No,
than
Libra
the
is in
astrological
October.
signs.
I don't know.
I used to date a girl that was a Libra born in September. Today is this is Libra season, right?
This Virgo season.
Virgo season. Okay. My first wife was born September the 1st, yesterday, but I didn't call her. I didn't say nothing.
She doesn't celebrate.
I know,
You weren't
that's
being
why.
mean. She doesn't celebrate birthdays.
Right.
Don't be facetious like that. Don't.
I
It's
didn't
not
say
a good
nothing.
characteristic.
You don't like it for
I
some
don't
crazy
like
reason.
Disrespect.
That's
for
not
one's
disrespect.
former-
That's not disrespect at all.
I don't like.
She don't even know that I know.
Doesn't matter. I don't like it.
Anyway, but we also have some empowerment family members' birthday today. Number one, or one of the ones, is Melissa Price.
That's right.
Today is Melissa Price's
Melissa
birthday.
Price's
Hopefully she
birthday.
comes through here. We can sing her happy birthday.
She might be dealing with the girls of it all.
Also, it's Andrea Chocolate Butterfly Williams' birthday as well today. That's two of them now. Yep.
Yeah.
That's birthdays today. We get ready to move into that season where everybody's birthday.
Not so.
It seems like we have a lot of friends' birthday in the winter. And that means, like around February, their parents was getting busy. Okay.
Busy.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a pretty good way of saying it. I like that way. So today's topic, I was talking about my wife this morning about, baby, I noticed we have routines.
Mm-hmm.
I have a routine about how I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
We have routines about how we get up,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. Like when I go to bed, typically I'll have a cigar before I go to bed. Okay. Typically, not always, but typically I will. But after my stick, I'm going to come upstairs. I'm going to take my dump, brush my teeth, take my shower, get into bed. And Lisa's typically in bed before me. So after I've done all my stuff, I go to bed and I rub Lisa's booty or her backside or whatever it is. And then I try to go to sleep. Okay, that's what I do. That's my routine.
You called it or whatever it is.
Okay, I'm going to reach out for my wife. Okay, but most of the time I'm rub her butt. Okay, for a little bit. A couple of rubs, 4, 5, 10, something like that. Anyway, just to acknowledge that she knows her husband's there. She's getting her nightly booty rub.
I'd be asleep by the time he gets home.
If I didn't rub her booty, it would be hell to pay. I give this advice to young men all the time, young married men all the time. What's the secret to having a long marriage? Rub your wife's booty.
Really?
That's what I tell them. You have to touch her butt. You have to touch her butt. She'll feel better during the day, in the evening. You got to do it. That keeps the marriage together.
It keeps it together. So we were talking about goals.
Well, first we was talking about routines,
right?
And then I said, "Baby, I need more. I need new goals." Go ahead now.
Yeah, he said I need new goals. I think what actually needs to happen is some of the old goals need new life breathed into them. They need to be doubled down on.
Good morning, Sister Stephanie. How you doing?
But it is one that I used. Hey, Stephanie, how are you?
Good to see you, Stephanie. We haven't seen your face in person in like 2 years now. I think it's been. I know it hasn't been that 2 years. It's been seems a long time. We're not seeing faces in person anymore because we don't have a venue or excuse to or whatever. But anyway, good morning to you, Sister Stephanie. See if we can get Melissa Price in the room today because it's her birthday today. Today's Stephanie. You got to know today's Melissa Price's birthday.
And you actually, Stephanie met Angela Chocolate Butterfly as well.
She met her
at our cookout.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did, Stephanie. Today is also Andrea Chocolate Butterfly Williams' birthday as well. Hopefully, both of them can come through here today.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly. I tagged Melissa as well, Stephanie. Thank you for tagging her.
So maybe double tagging to get her in here. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. How you doing, my sister?
But one of the things I observed while we were talking was that sometimes routines can get in the way of goals.
And I said, what do you mean by your routines getting in the way of goals, Lisa?
So routines, first of all, are things that we do over and over and over again, right? And goals are objectives that we have that we're striving towards. So for me, my routine for walking was getting up at 7:20 to go and walk. But because I started another routine where I was going to bed, not intentionally, but I was going to bed a lot later because our days were just filled and filled and filled. 7:20 was like, it might as well be 5 o'clock in the morning. It just was not
It
coming.
got hit so fast, huh?
Mm-hmm. So that routine got in the way of that goal.
Okay. Now I get your point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the other concern is I know that the sunrise also affects my routines because I'll have because we have a natural wake up time with the sun. Like
you do.
Yeah, because I can't wear those things.
You could.
No, I cannot. I don't like that on my face. I don't like to have my eyes covered like that.
I do. I wear a sleeping mask every night to sleep. So I don't have any problems with blackout. I don't get no light. I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that at all. But when I go down to the garage, normally I can tell how long I've been in there because I keep the garage open by the amount of the placement of the sun.
Okay.
But right at the changing of the season,
that's going to be different.
It's different. Mm-hmm. In anticipation of that, I worked out in the garage with the garage closed because it was not hot, so it was okay. I mean, I wasn't stuffy in there, and I didn't have to have the light telling me what time it was or what, you know what I mean.
I thought you did it because of the fresh air.
That I opened it because of you're a junkie for fresh air.
And may call me crazy. I like fresh air. No, there's
nothing wrong with fresh air, but like when you think that something is a good idea, then it becomes a mandate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for me. I think it's a good
idea.
When
I think something is a good idea, it becomes a mandate.
Not just for you, for everybody.
Why not? Because it's a good idea.
It's for you. It's a good idea for you. It doesn't have to be a good idea for everyone.
Dr. Deborah Dunstan, good morning to you,
good
my
morning.
sister.
Like Brian will try to bully me to go outside in the morning. Go outside. Take a breath of fresh air.
Get some fresh air in your lungs.
But I don't want to.
You've been inside all night long. You had no fresh. All you had was interior air.
Doesn't matter.
You need some fresh lungs in your. air in your lungs.
It's not a bad idea.
Step outside, get some deep breaths in you, baby, and come back in.
Absolutely, it's not a bad idea. And this is what I have. I think I've tried to teach this to you since we got married. It started out with the with closing of cabinets. Right? It's not that closing cabinets is a bad idea. It is that you
I don't know if you want to
decide.
Go down
I can.
I don't know if you want
I
to
can.
go, baby.
Is that you decided that it's a rule.
Oh.
And I'm going to be a rule breaker.
Oh my gosh. Baby, you really don't want to go down
I promise you. I promise you.
I don't want you 2 times.
You can have it. There are things. So aside from that.
Says he in town as a similar. So I really don't want you to go down this road because I got stuff I can say. So don't do it.
It can be, listen, it can be the right thing to do and it can be good.
She still doing it.
Right.
Y'all.
So besides the cabinets, we can talk about the go outside and get a breath of fresh air. We can talk about sleep with a sleeping mask. We can talk about all those things.
We can talk about turn off lights because
we can talk about turn off lights.
I know in our bedroom every single day.
Absolutely.
I have to go behind
and he gets
Lisa.
To turn off all the lights
even
behind
today.
Me.
In our bathroom, there's 2 light switches. Yeah. One for the light for the bathroom, one for the closet. I know when I come upstairs, if Lisa's not in that bathroom right now, if she's in the office, I'm gonna have to go in that bathroom and turn off
the lights.
Both lights because she won't do it.
Not that
so I'm gonna assume maybe she can't reach the light switch. Okay, maybe there's some kind of force field around the light switches that keep Lisa from touching them, other than turning them on. So do I say anything? Nah, I let it slide every time. But here she is pulling my string, poking the bear, trying to get me to talk about it.
Do you see how we're deflecting the original conversation?
I didn't even want to talk about this.
Right. Because
I didn't want to talk about
it. Absolutely. These were simply examples to help you to understand the fact that you make your preferences into
this
rules.
Is a preference. Okay.
And
how about the knives in the house? As much as you've heard me fuss about, baby, push the knife back from the counter. Baby, don't hang the knife balanced over something precariously. As much as I've said that, you still do it. You did it last night too. You cut up some stuff last night, cut up some peppers, and then you put the knife balanced on a cutting board. So part of the knife is hanging over the cutting board. So if someone had reached that, the knife would have been tilted up. Anything could have happened. If you just put it on a flat surface, slide it back, your husband don't have to say nothing about it. But as much as I fuss about it, you still do that. Why?
Because you're fussing about it.
Stop doing it.
I'm not doing
about
it intentionally. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not doing it.
I didn't even want to talk about this on the show today.
You do. You got stuff stored up. It's all stored
I
up.
want to let it go. I don't want to talk
thing.
about it.
But you have deflected once again.
What did I deflect?
You deflected. My original point was simply that there are some things. Good morning, Monica
Allison. Good morning to you. Monica, come get your girl. She be starting with me. I didn't want to talk about this morning.
You see, once again, he's not allowed me to even enter into
Mark Greer.
My point.
Good morning, Mark Greer. Come get your girl. She be starting with me. She want to be starting something. She got to be starting something. She want to be starting something.
Are you all enjoying all of this
starting something?
Are you guys enjoying?
Too high to get over. Yeah.
Anyway.
Too low to get under. Yeah.
Your goals
You're stuck in the middle. Yeah.
Sometimes your goals sometimes your routines can get in the way of your goals when they may not be matched. Getting up in the morning to exercise, working late to accomplish something. Both of them can be a challenge.
What are you saying, Dr. Deborah?
Thank you, Dr. Deborah.
Go ahead.
Come to think of it, preference does not mean rule. I was told that the bathroom tissue should roll from under, not over.
Well, that's incorrect, okay? Because it should be over all the time. And preferences does not mean rule, but it can mean rule. And sometimes, and very often, it should mean rule. Should mean rule. My preference is that you not empty the toilet tissue roll, get up and leave the room without putting a fresh roll on. That's my preference. Shouldn't that be a rule? To consider the next person, maybe?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. When we keep the toilet paper at a height beyond where I can get to it, then it's no longer my job.
My God.
It has nothing to do with me. Whether there's toilet paper in there,
is that what you're going with?
There's no toilet paper in there, whether it exists or doesn't exist, the only requirement is that while I'm in there, that there is toilet paper. I don't feel it. I can't put it back on the thing because there's a crazy, super spring inside of our toilet hole.
It's not crazy.
So I'll put it on top. But if it's not in the bathroom, it's none of my business.
I always keep 3 or 4 rolls in the bathroom.
And when they're gone, then if you keep 3 or 4 rolls in there, then the rule should be when you get down to 1 or 2 rolls, you replenish the rolls. Should we make that a rule now?
This is not what I wanted to talk about this morning.
It's Shout It Out Friday.
I wanted to talk about goals and new goals being September the 2nd. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's time to either dust off your current goals and breathe new life in them like Lisa was suggesting, or add new ones. Because I woke up with the thought that I need some new goals. I need some new targets. I've reached levels that I wanted to reach as an initial goal, but I need some new goals, something else to shoot for. I want to sell much more. I want to switch more of my business to more product-based. Maybe Dr. Beverly, because she has a product-based business. I want to switch to more product-based, but I've been wanting to do that for over a year. I've been talking about how to do that, and I haven't quite figured that out yet. I'm trying to figure out to get to more, because I've been talking about this since last August.
And I also know that you've accomplished in that now.
Not even to the level I want.
Right, because even products have to be sold. They have to be marketed.
Yes.
Your new goal is to never let the toilet tissue get below 2 rolls.
How about give Lisa some goals?
Thank you, Couture.
How about Lisa's goals is to always turn off lights when she's finished. Always make sure that the bathroom is presentable for the next person, because you're not going to be the only person in that bathroom before you leave. Okay, that's just a basic courtesy. Okay, a courtesy. How about not put knives on the edge of the counter where anybody can walk by and brush the knife and potentially lacerate themselves? How about that? Mr. George Allen, I miss seeing you, bro. How you doing this morning? You missed it. Lisa's been starting with me all morning, George. I just been sitting here chilling, and she's been poking the bear.
As you all can see, in any disagreement, there does not have to be bully behavior.
Exactly.
So an example of bully behavior, simply rewind the tape and you'll see it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You want people to actually see
you acting like
how
a bully.
you bully me.
Good morning, Monique.
That's good morning, Monique. Baby. She says happy Friday. Monique from New York. Good morning.
Yeah.
Go. So let's talk about it.
Facebook user, I think that's Couture again. She says, Lisa, your new role is to turn off the lights. I try. I don't have it 100%.
See?
I do try. See? There are times that I go back to turn off lights. I have tried it. I try to turn off the lights in my office. I try to turn off these lights, but I typically am fully laden or either just forgetful of it.
This is what happened right there. She just gave you an example of rhetoric. I try to do this. I'm heavy late, but what that is a pre-qualification in the negative. She is pre-qualifying herself for a negative outcome. I tried. That way she can fall back on, I tried to do it. No, you can't try it. You're physically able to do it. You know how to do it. You know where the light switch is. You can actually reach your arm up there and touch it. It's not something you can try. It's something you can either do or not do. Just like you can't try to stand up. You can either stand up or not. So you can't try that. You can either do it or not.
Mm-hmm. Once again, another fine example of bully behavior.
Explain to you that you can't try to turn off lights.
Explaining it,
you can only do it or not.
Without allowing any other words to go for it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what happens there. I'm telling you, baby, I didn't want to go down this road.
Couture says, get the automatic switches, Lisa.
Problem solved. They do
it.
sell automatic switches that when you walk in the room, they turn on, and when you walk out, it turns off. Maybe that's the solution we got to do. Maybe. Because we can't get Lisa to actually do that. Okay, so...
Simple. Change the light switch.
I have to go behind her, like when we go into bed for a night. I don't want her last person downstairs. No. Baby, you got to go upstairs before I do. You have to. Okay? So I can go back into the kitchen, turn off the stove light, and make sure...
I never put the stove light on.
It's always on.
I never turned it on. Okay. I've never used that stove light.
I use it then. So, like last night, I had to go in the kitchen and turn off the stove light before I came upstairs. Who used it? I turned it on at some point.
Yeah, And when you stopped turning it on, how did it stay on? But no. When you stopped being in the kitchen, how did it stay on?
Because someone turned it off.
Oh, who should have turned it off?
I guess I should.
Oh, the same person that turned it on.
I guess I should turn it off.
Okay. I never used that light. Ever. I've never pushed that light.
Never, ever?
Not ever.
Not even once.
Not in this house, not even once.
Hard to imagine.
You can be hard to imagine if you want. I have never used it in this house, not once. In our old house, I did, because it could illuminate the area without putting on the overhead light.
Still does that.
No, I had never seen it, because either the overhead light is on or no light.
That's not the point.
No, it is the point. It is the point.
You still want to go on this? Okay, Ronnie Evans, come get your girl. He says, clap on, clap off. These are silly little arguments. Okay, I guess. Okay.
It's Friday. It's supposed to be a silly day. Shout it out Friday. Shout out your business. Shout out your product. Shout out your accomplishments. Shout out your best friend. Shout out something that you used or someplace that you went that you want to share that in that experience.
Yeah. Shout your stuff out. Today's topic, we really did have a topic today.
It doesn't matter.
Was goals and routines. Do you need to get new goals? You need to dust off your old goals. You need to breathe life into your old goals. And routines. I was talking about it with Lisa because it impresses me how much of what we do
is rote.
To go to bed and wake up.
It's
not always during the day, because during the day, you got stuff going on, but bedtime and waking up time is pretty much routines, and
I think more so for you than
it is for me, much more so for me.
I've ever met.
Yeah, I am much more of a routine guy. When I'm going to bed, I'm going to do this, then this, then this, then this. That's how I do it. Okay, Yeah, look at her.
Like really routine.
Yes,
consistent.
because anything you do consistently helps you sleep better. I slept great last night.
No, you didn't. You told me when you woke up.
That was 2 days ago. I said that. Last night I slept great. Okay. 2 days ago I didn't sleep well. I told you that. But last night I slept great. I went to bed. I woke up well rested this morning. Yep. So I'm gonna try to get back on topic. Are you finished starting with me? Okay. Do you have anything you want to shout out this week? Any accomplishments that you did or things that you did?
I finally have in hand the autobiography for Dr. Benny T. Davis.
Okay. One of her clients?
Yes, and it has been a long time coming. We're looking forward to publishing it. We're looking forward to having him on. Expect to see it within the next 45 days.
That's a good shout out right there. I'm going to shout out. I did a good workshop in Atlanta on Monday morning, actually, with the Comics Rock Convention with the stand-up comedians on Monday morning. I did a workshop on how to sell your comedic services to corporate America, and it went very, very well. Sister Felicia.
Yes, Felicia. She says, good morning, beautiful people, and so sad I didn't get to meet you guys when you were here in Atlanta. I need a rain check. You got a rain check.
Well, our plan is to come back to Atlanta next month. Okay, I want to get back there next month for some reason. One reason we're going to go back next month is we get a free hotel stay. We got a hotel stay, so I'm gonna find a good reason to go.
You need to email her so you confirm that, even if
I will,
if the management changes. George Allen says ashwagandha will change your nightlife with sleep. Brian hates ashwagandha.
It tastes like ass. Ugh.
I don't think it tastes like ass.
I could do the Goli gummies, but the ashwagandha gummies
taste exactly like the Goli gummies.
It do not. It's ugh.
Katora, I'm shouting out my husband Tarnaz Green. He is my most trusted person, supporter, encourager, and cheerleader. He has been my constant protector, and I can't imagine my future without him.
Shout it out Friday. That's a good shout out.
That's a good shout out.
Any excuse to shout out your mate like that? That's amazing. Good job, Sister Katora Green. Ronnie Evans.
Yes, he says, I cut out the light when I left home this morning.
Yes, we do the Goli gummies. We bought them at the same time, the Goli gummies and the ashwagandha gummies.
He didn't like it.
I could do the Goli.
He didn't like the ashwagandha.
It tastes like ass. Ugh. And it even gets in your nose.
It does not. No, don't say never mind. He said question, never mind. I think the question was, never mind.
If a person that says never mind, that means to me they're choosing discretion.
Yes.
And that's probably the right answer. That's probably the answer. If you thought maybe never mind, you're probably right.
Dr. Beverly says ashwagandha keeps my stress levels where it's supposed to be. I'm trying to learn how not to operate in stress. Amen. I'm not going to read your mind, Brother George. But I think it had to do.
Nah, don't start, baby. You said you're not gonna try to read his mind, but here you go.
Yeah.
No.
It's Friday. I can do what I want.
Why are you tripping today?
It's Friday. I thought yesterday was Friday all day. I was looking forward to waking up this morning whenever.
She thought all day. Until last night.
And it really, really impacted me in the evening when I realized.
I said, baby, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's work day. What? No. I thought I was going to sleep in tomorrow. I said, no, baby, tomorrow's a work day too. Mm-hmm. Friday's a work day.
Yeah, it is. Around here, it really is.
It's a work
day.
count
it as such. I count it as such. Even though I don't have a boss.
We mind ourselves of it too. I do.
We're consistently, I got you, George. I'm going to leave it alone.
I thought so too, George, but I didn't want you to say it. So now George and Lisa.
It's Friday. We can do what we want.
Oh my gosh.
It's Friday. I'm grown.
That's what
and I can do what I want.
You grow.
So shout it out Friday. Be sure to shout it out.
I just realized where all the extra energy and silliness comes from.
Yeah.
Now you don't want me to say it, do you?
You can say it.
I just forgot. I realized today was a good morning for us because after we had our morning maritals, we did it early enough where we could actually go back to sleep. Okay, so we were up early enough where we was able to take care of each other's physical needs and was able to go back to bed afterwards. That's what it is, Lisa. You went to sleep afterwards, so you woke up a little differently. That's what it is. That's what it is. I went to sleep afterwards because we got up early enough. That's what it is. Yup. That's why she's been starring with me this morning.
I made you breakfast this morning.
And she made me breakfast. You know, back in the old days of early television, where they wouldn't show sex scenes, they wouldn't even show kissing until Captain Kirk kissed Lieutenant Uhura, and there was another movie too. Where they did.
There had to be before that. The interracial kissing was not the first kiss.
Interracial kissing was not the first kiss. You're right. There was something else. But before that, what they would do is when the couple would come in and all that stuff, and they'd be romantic, and then they would like phase out the scene, and the next morning you would see her frying eggs, okay, or cooking up some stuff, and you had to draw the inference. Man, he must have really put it in on her. Look how fast she's cooking them eggs. He must have really tore that thing up. Look how fast she's scrambling them eggs. Okay, that was the inference, and that's as far as they was willing to go. So realizing that my wife got up this morning and cooked breakfast because we had the nap afterwards. That's what it is. Old people now. I'll take it.
You're putting a lot of weight on that nap.
We don't always get to go to bed afterwards, right? Oh, now you clamming up. Now your mouth is shut. Oh, now you not got nothing to say. Okay. That's what it is. It was the nap afterwards.
That's what it was.
It was good, a nap afterwards. You know, it was good. It was good for me.
All right.
Now you want to change the subject? All right. Change the subject.
Goals and routines. Goals and routines, or goals or routines, or goals versus routines, or routines versus goals.
Yeah.
Which one works for you, and which ones would you like to reevaluate?
We put together our product last week, Lisa and I did. And I want to figure out a way to sell like 25 of those a month on automated or autopilot. I got to figure that out. I have to ask somebody, talk to somebody, study something, figure out a system. But that's my new goal. I just decided. Monica Allison.
She says, I'm shouting out the Elevation Project. They are a business incubator in Philly for those involved in the criminal justice system. After they complete their classes, their LLC paperwork is paid for.
Shout out to the Elevation Project. Whoop, whoop. Good job.
Absolutely. Shout out to William Brown.
He's already in Kansas.
This
Man,
morning.
you are moving out, bruh. They're already in Kansas. For those of you who don't know, he's driving across country. Driving west from Charlotte, North Carolina, heading to Portland, Oregon, and they're already in Kansas. And he left 2 days ago, Wednesday morning, right? Was it Wednesday morning? Mm-hmm. It was Wednesday morning, and they're already in Kansas.
They were in Tennessee yesterday, and they're in Kansas today.
They're making good progress.
That's something.
I think so. I think so, man. They're making good progress. So good morning. Happy today from Kansas. Today we're talking about routines and goals. And Lisa had the thought that sometimes routines can get in the way of goals. Mm-hmm. Routines can impede your goals.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an interesting thought. So that's what I thought we was going to be on here talking about today. That's what I thought we was going to talk about.
So in the way that routines can impede your goals is sometimes something that you are doing.
Bless you. Bless you.
Excuse me. On a regular and consistent basis cannot be in alignment with what your goal is.
Especially if your goal is for you to do something that you haven't done. Your routine, you can't keep doing it the way you've been doing it and expecting a different result. Right? If you never work out and all of a sudden you want to lose 10 pounds, but you need to start working out is not part of your routine. So you got to do something that's not routine.
You got to add it to your routine somewhere. You got to figure out how to modify your current routine to leave enough air in the day to add it to the routine.
I can't wait to get to the gym today myself. Dr. Deborah says, shout out to Lisa Santiago McNeill. A conversation with her can really help you put things in perspective. Thanks, Lisa. She must have had a combo with you.
Yeah.
Here we go. I was looking
You're
for
very
it.
welcome.
I was looking for this. Our contribution from Mr. Mark Greer. You want to do it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Mark Greer says, I'm going to give a shout out to every single person who woke up this morning and said, yes to a new day. Yes to making the most of this moment. Yes to bringing the best of you to the world. Yes to enhancing the lives of the people you meet. Yes to just being who you are. Life is about experiencing a peaceful joy. Make sure that is a goal you experience daily. That feeling is priceless. I guarantee it. And the stylings of Brother Mark Greer.
Thank you, Brother Mark. That was beautifully orated by Brother
and
Brian.
Beautifully written.
And beautifully written.
Thank you, sir. I was looking for what Mark had to say on this topic. Mark, were you on here early enough today to see Lisa tripping on me and starting junk and messing with me, all that? Did you see all that, Mark? I'm surprised you did. If you did, I'm surprised you didn't tell Lisa to chill. But anyway, is this that's Dr. Beverly. She goes, God bless you when you sneeze. You are awakening yourself to life. Okay, we'll take that.
She said, God blesses you when you sneeze.
Yes, God blesses you when you sneeze. You are awakening yourself to life. That's a better perspective than the origination of God bless you when you sneeze. See, because that thought came in the 14th century in Europe when the bubonic plague was raging the nation. Wiped out half of civilization, the Black Plague. They thought it was spread by rats, but it was actually mosquitoes infecting the rats, and then the rats eating the stuff, and people got the plague. Now, when you got the plague, one of the earliest symptoms of the plague was a sneeze. And when you got a sneeze, they felt, okay, this person has the plague. There's no hope for them. You're going to die. God bless you. That's how the phrase came about. Now we say it all the time because they're basically kissing you off. God bless you. You're about to die. God bless you.
Well, actually, in the not so distant past, we have had a reawakening to the way that we accept and acknowledge sneezes. People get to have one sneeze.
Since the pandemic, after two sneezes, you're looking at them funny. Hey.
Hey, take that over there.
Monica Alice says, let it go, Brian McNeill.
For real.
I'm gonna let it go. What's that? Phone off, so forgive the double comment. It's okay. No problem. You know, you've heard. I was looking to see Melissa or Andrea because today's Melissa Price's birthday. Those of you who know Melissa, wish her a happy birthday today. Be a good idea.
Absolutely.
Is that Mark saying? Yeah, he says, man, I heard that tone in Lisa's voice. You're my friend, brother, but once I heard that tone, I said to myself, Brian is on his own with this one. Mark, come on, man. Brian is on his own with this one? Really? That's not the right response, man. I thought we was here.
He's trying to save your life.
Oh, my goodness, Mark. Come on, man. That's not how you're supposed to answer that. What? Oh, shout out to Brother Jay Mattier. Yesterday, he was on
WSOC.
Yes, at 5 p.m. talking about what was it? Financing the education system, I think, or something like that.
Oh, he was talking about how the government is trying to tax the debt forgiveness for the students, the student loan forgiveness.
My gosh,
that's crazy.
That is nuts. Okay, my gosh, and then. I mean, come on.
Trying to tax the write-off the same way that you would tax a a gambling win.
Yeah,
over a certain
it
amount.
just seems so low a thought. You know what we should do? We should tax them getting that debt forgiveness. Oh, I don't like it. It seems like an ugly thought to me. Why would you even do that? The relief is going to give them a modicum of relief, a little bit of relief. They can't even have a little bit of relief without you messing with them. Come on, man. A little bit of help, a little bit of assistance, a little bit of a break. Y'all can't even have that. That's jacked up. You know, forgiving $10,000 of their college debt is going to give them $5 less per payment, you know, whatever it is. Okay, but any little bit, what I thought would have helped. Okay,
Yeah. And then the tax hit it's going to make about $470
it's nuts to me. I don't like that at all.
in taxes.
So routines. Do you have a bedtime routine? What do? Do you have a routine that you use to help you go to bed? Do you have a routine in the morning? These we used to do this thing called savers until it got too long for me. I thought, why are you rolling your eyes and shaking your head, Lisa? Why? Savers. A friend recommended it to us from a book called The Morning Miracle by Herb. What's his name? You always remember the guy's name. But anyway, called The Morning Miracle. And Savers is Savers.
Tom Elroy.
Huh?
Tom Elroy.
Elrod or Elroy?
Elrod.
Elrod. Okay, yes. The S stands for silence. When you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to spend what, 10 minutes of silence or 6 minutes of
We
silence?
had reduced it to 7 minutes of silence.
Okay, 7 minutes of silence. The A stood for something affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 minutes of silence.
It was supposed to be 10 minutes of each.
Right.
You're supposed to get an hour.
Yeah.
But we have reduced it to, at one point we even reduced it to 1 minute each.
Okay.
So 1 minute for each thing.
Then the
1
V
minute
was
of
stands
silence,
for.
1 minute of affirmations, 1 minute of visualization.
Remember what the V was?
Visualization.
Visualization of your goal. And then the E was exercise. And then the R was read.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second S was for I don't know.
Sex.
Yeah.
We added that one.
We added the sex. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yes. So, but it was routine, and it just got to be cumbersome for me. Brother Mark Greer says, Brian, that tone had me wanting to tell you to duck. It looked like Lisa was about ready to throw elbows at you, bro. I would have called medic for you, though. That's the least I could do.
Monica says, my morning routine is to please don't talk to me before my prayer time and coffee. It's not a good look. I get it.
So she has to have a mommy. Oh, hey, mom. Hey, baby. Get that coffee first.
Yeah, I don't need coffee in the morning, but I do like to not be bothered before I go to do my exercise or before I pull myself together. Brian can often, as soon as he hears my breathing change, he starts talking about whatever's on his mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes I'm just not ready to.
Are you trying to say I'm the one? Yeah, I do. I do that. I do. I wake up with a thought or something. Okay, and Lisa's up. And I'm like, hey, baby, check this out.
Full on.
Sometimes I wake up with thoughts and I need to bounce it off of you, baby.
Yeah, but I'm not finished bouncing my thoughts off of God or myself. Or
That's
anything.
That's true. But I can't tell. Looking at you, you get up and you go to the bathroom, and sometimes I'm ready. Okay, by the time you come back, I'm ready. Okay, I got some stuff on my mind.
Either ready to talk or ready to have sex. Never ready for me to have a moment.
You can have a moment anytime you want to. Anytime you want to. You can say, Brian, just give me a moment. And I would. I would, baby. If you said, Brian, give me a moment, I would. Why are you laughing at that? I would too.
The absurdity of
That's not absurd. That's not absurd. Brian, give me a moment. I'd be cool with that. I would completely be cool with that. Oh my gosh. But I am pleased that we're getting into the cooler weather. It makes me feel good. Last night, I was out back with a cigar, and the weather got cool on me last night, which I found glorious. It felt cool out there. I had a light jacket on, and the weather was cool last night. I just thought that was wonderful. I didn't even hardly want to let go of that feeling of the cool air on my skin and night air, cool night air.
Yeah, I stayed up as long as I could. I was like,
she sent me a message. Honey, I'm exhausted. I'm staying up as long as I could. Baby, go to bed. I'll be up soon.
Yeah, but then you come up and you insist on getting me up.
I did not mess with you.
Yes, you did. You came in exasperated.
Do you really want to go there?
About the fact that I had folded up 5 loads of laundry, but I did not put them away.
I can't believe you, Lisa. You still want to go there? She folded up 3 loads of laundry. How did she get 3 loads of clean laundry in the bed to be folded up?
He washed them.
Okay, what did I do? I separated the clothes, washed them, dried them, and dumped them on the bed.
Down to the river and beat dumped them on a rock.
In the midst of me working, in the midst of me working a full day with clients, in between all of that, I did 3 loads of laundry, and she had the arduous task of folding some towels and sweatpants. Okay, cool. So she folded them and had the audacity to just leave them on the bed. So because what she wanted was, okay, I folded these. Now I'm so exhausted. So when Brian comes upstairs, I was exhausted
before I started folding.
So now when Brian comes upstairs, he gets to take them from the bed and put them in the linen closets because she can't do that. That's what the challenge was.
Yes, Dr. Deborah. He acts like doing laundry is from caveman days where you got to take them down to the river, beat them on the rock, hang them up on the line, and wait for the sun to dry them.
Monica Allison says, write it down, Brian. Quiet time is important. You usually don't get it again during that day. I agree, Monica. I understand that. Yes.
I get that. I definitely appreciate that, having some quiet time. I get quiet time during the day because we do work separately and I have my own quiet time. But sometimes the thoughts that come in, the first waking thoughts, they're not the same as the quiet time can provide.
And normally they're better because you're moving your brain into beta, which is waking. But before you get to waking is when your body's most receptive for new information and when your body's more creative. Your more creative thoughts come right before sleep and right when you wake up.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So that is an important time. That is an important time. I usually would get up and run out of the room because that's the only way that
Stop making it sound so horrible.
I'm not making it horrible. Like if I'm trying to get my exercise in, I make sure I don't stop. Like I know that, okay, you're going to get up, go to the bathroom, leave. Because if you stop, he's going to talk. There's nothing wrong with you talking.
How horrible an existence that must be. Oh my God, your husband wants to talk to his wife.
Of course, I want to talk
what
to my husband.
A nightmare that is.
That's the challenge. That's the challenge.
What a nightmare.
I want to talk and I want my husband to talk to me.
God.
But I also
need to exercise
and I don't like it.
Oh.
So anything is an excuse. Oh, I have to listen to my husband. Okay. Can't exercise. Oh.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel.
Man.
So I know I would prefer.
Can you trudge on knowing that your husband's going to want to talk to you? Oh my gosh. Pray for her, y'all. Anyway, it's now 9:45. What we do on a daily and especially on Friday, because we're not going to see you guys for a couple of days. We want to do our greeting songs and our greeting logos. And for you don't know, if you're new to this show here, we don't normally trip like this, like Lisa was tripping this morning normally. Okay, but some of you guys have been rocking with us for years. Some of you guys are consistent contributors to the show, and we like to thank you. And the way we thank you is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm trying to pull myself together because there's nothing wrong with what we are doing.
I see.
I don't. I'm not.
Tarna says, love you guys. And Monica says, you just got the look with 3 exclamation points. Tarna says, I am letting it go. I'm trying to get to the greeting song.
Right. That's part of the issue.
See, she won't let it go. I just announced twice. I'm trying to get to the greeting songs, baby. It's now 9:46.
Again, those are the bully behaviors.
This is bullying. Me monitoring the time. No, 9:47 now. We got less time to finish them all. We leave this show at 9:52. That means we got 5 minutes. Okay, so we got to do our work too, baby. This is not bullying. This is actually what we do. Are you ready? I'll do it myself. Up first is Miss Phyllis George. Miss Phyllis George has a logo, and it goes like this. Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Up next is Miss Stephanie.
Katura is up next. That's Katura. That's not Stephanie.
Okay, Katura's next. Katura has a jam as well. Katura's jam goes like this. Back to life. Back to Katura Green.
However do you want it?
However do you need it?
Do you need it?
Up next is Miss Stephanie Morris. She has a song, and it goes, Stephanie, life has new meaning to me. There is beauty up above, and things we never take notice of. You wake up and Stephanie, you're in love.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Up next is Dr. Deborah Dunstan, and she's got a song as well. Dr.
Deborah, nonprofit strategist and funding coach. She was not up first.
Up next is Dr. Beverly. She's got a cool logo, and it goes like this. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Who's up next? Monica Allison. We had a jam for her too, didn't we?
Moni in the middle. Where's she at? In the middle. Moni in the middle. Where that at? In the middle.
We'll go with that. Then. Who up's next? Is it Mark Greer next? I think it is. Mark Greer has a jam
it's
too.
Chef Red.
No, it's Mark Greer. Mark Greer was on before Chef Red today. So wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. Good morning, Mark Greer. Up next is Chef Rev, Mr. George Allen, also known as Chef Rev. He's got a jam as well. It goes, why must I eat like that? Why not hire Chef Rev?
He puts the good food in me.
Nah. That's right. We had some other people in the room. William Brown came in the room today too. William Brown has a song. He came to us from Kansas. Kansas. He came to us and said, his jam goes like this. Good morning to our friend Bill.
Nobody thinks like him still.
We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill.
Good morning, Ronnie. Ronnie Evans, thank you for joining us.
And Miss Felicia has a jam as well.
Felicia, we love you.
You're the one for me. Good morning, Miss Felicia. How you doing, my sister?
Absolutely.
Who else?
Absolutely. Tarnez
has a jam as well. It goes, do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it, Tarnez. Yeah. That's his jam, y'all.
That's right. Tarnez says lovers.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Get it done. Yes.
Our brother Mark says his routine. You want to read it?
Mark Greer says, my routine in the morning is to make sure I give thanks for being allowed to see another day. Then I get excited about all the things I can do with this day. After that, it's on. That day will be the best day of my life because it is the next day of my life. Absolutely. Brother Mark bringing the inspiration, y'all.
Absolutely.
Y'all saw Lisa and I argue today. This is about as fierce as our arguments get, the way y'all saw it today. That's about as bad as it gets. I know how to argue fiercely with people, but that's about as bad as Lisa and I argue right there. Yeah, Darth Vader is Mark Greer. I don't even call him that, man. He's more than Darth Vader, man. He's like Mufasa's big brother or something, you know.
Dr. Beverly says, shout out, grateful for knowing you and being a part of the great, true, and the great and awesome Empowerment Duo Network. Thank you.
Dr. Beverly, we are so excited and happy that you are a part of this. Because if Dr. Beverly's in it, it's got to be good. She ain't going to just show up for some bull. Dr. Deborah Dunst is not going to just show up for some nonsense. Mark Greer's dare not going to put his time in some bull crap. He's going to spend their time in good ground. All of these folks, only reason they come is because they see good ground. They're not going to come here for the nonsense.
Absolutely. We're going to pray our way out for Dr. Beverly's daughter. She is being prepared for surgery, so we are keeping her in prayer right now. Father God, we thank you for keeping your holy hedge of protection around and about my sister and her child. We, Lord, know that you are well able to do exceedingly abundantly above what we could even ask or even think. So we know that as we surrender this to you, it is well.
Don't hang up yet. I got answer Tarnas. It's actually Darth T.H. Vader. But anyway, that's how Mark sounds. I'm not impersonating Darth Vader. I'm not. I'm doing Mark Green's voice. That's how he sounds.
Mark Greer's
voice. That's how Mark Greer talks. Okay, that's how he sounds. And I'm doing the best I can. And I'm not even doing it justice, Tarnas. Mark Greer has more resonance than what I'm giving it. I'm doing the best I can to try to get close to it.
Thank you, Dr. Deborah, for co-signing on the prayer request. Remember, next week is Male Empowerment Networks and Women Empowerment Networks. We will not be here on Labor Day Monday, and I am looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday, both Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. and Tuesday evening at 7 p.m.
This is Labor Day weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do we know anybody that's going to have a cookout?
Listen.
Y'all have a beautiful day.
I love you, and I hope to see you on the other side. And don't forget to have sex.